Welcome back to Building Easy Responsive Layouts with Jeet. I'm your instructor, Corey Simmons, and in this lesson, I'll explain what Jeet is. Jeet is a grid system originally developed in Stylus and later ported to SAS that lets developers create fluid grid systems using ratios. You can think of ratios like fractions. If you want an element to be half the size of its container, you simply write 1/2. You can also use decimals, so if you want an element to span 75% of its containing element, you could write 0.75/1. So what's so special about that? Well, with traditional grid systems, you have to specify the columns you want to start with. Once you've set them, you're stuck with that many columns. With Jeet, you effectively make your grids on the fly. So if you need a 12-column grid for one section and a 7-column grid for another section, then you can easily switch between these contexts. What markup looks like is another big deal in my workflow. I prefer clean markup without presentational classes. I'm well aware of the pros to an object-oriented approach, but for most of the websites I build, going into that level of detail is overkill. Not to mention Jeet doesn't hinder this approach at all. If you prefer an object-oriented approach, you can easily make grid classes. All in all, Jeet is as close to the perfect grid system as I could get. It's terse, clean, and insanely flexible while still being easy to use. In our next lesson, we'll learn how to get it installed for both SAS and Stylus.